on the mound in this one, Zach Wheeler. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
No.
Number 9, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And
ball,
another
that's
ball.
out. Aye.
That misses.
Ball, that's down.
3. Out towards right center field. Crawford on his way over. He's got it. And there's one down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
The 0-2. Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia.
Ball 1.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Oh, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. Tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter other than just tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and taking the ball for the Mets, Freddie Peralta. What do you got on him, Chris?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Hey!
The 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
That one's upstairs, ball one. And a swing and a miss. One gone, bottom half of the first. Okay, let's check out the lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And that one is downstairs, and that's ball one. Foul ball. Pitch misses. 2-1.
Let's go, Phillies!
This one in the air. Young.
Oh, come on.
And there are 2 outs.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, bases empty. Here is Bryce Harper.
Get done now, Phils.
And that one hammered, carrying well. That one opts against the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lindor settles under this one, and that ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. Rincones settles under it. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Carson Day.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And that is out of play. Second inning here, no score. In the air, left field. Marsh on the move. 2 down.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Jorge.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Hammered down the right side, but foul. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Ball one.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Batting eighth, second baseman, Brett.
And next for New York, Brett Beatty. In there for strike one. Two on, 2 outs. In the air out to center. Base hit. Polanco coming around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Just missed. Wheeler, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
3-1 is on the way. And there's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up.
Take your bait.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the Mets leadoff man. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Young at third. Beatty at second. Alvarez at first. 2 out of the inning. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. And that one almost got him.
We got this. Let's go. Sit him down.
Ball that's outside.
The 2-2. Swinging a
Nope,
ground
that's foul.
ball. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Gone! Grand slam! Oh my! He leaves the yard to right. And they add on. It's 5-zip.
Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. And that'll do it. Big time blast for the Mets. A grand slam. And the lead is now 5-0. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Bottom half of inning number 2. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That clips the corner.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Hey.
Oh, 1 now.
Ball that's out.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
That's
really
ball
good
2.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two now. Fights it off. You'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting 7, right fielder, Gabriel.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Gabriel Rincones Jr. The 0-1.
Ball.
There we sit now, Phillies.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the second. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the start of the inning. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. Misses inside,
ball 1.
And it's 1-0.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Ball.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Outside
That's a ball.
low. 3-2 now. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. 1 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Here we go, Zach. Let's go now, Big Z.
Ground ball to Bohm. Slings it across. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Carson Bench.
2 down, bases empty. And the batter now, Carson Bench. Fly to left his first time.
Let's do it, Phillies!
Ball, that's too
Well,
high.
Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. On the ground, he takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back here in Philadelphia, set for the bottom of the third, JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies.
You know, count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Fastball for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing and a bouncer. Grabs it barehanded. Nicely
You're out.
done for the out.
Man, who doesn't love a sweet bare hand play like that? That was amazing.
And now the 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Set down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So the Philly batting order turns over, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's 0 for 1. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And now a 2-out opportunity for Trey Turner.
Up next for the Phillies, shortstop Trey Turner.
Ball, that's outside.
Schwarber leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
It's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
Looking, that's a strikeout. 1 left for Philadelphia. It's 5-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. On to the 4th. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Gets down, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Tim Mesa on a pitch out of the pen here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Fought off foul. Now the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Now he breaks his bat. And
No,
that
that's a
one
foul
is
ball.
foul, so we'll try it again. Stays alive.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Got him. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Brett Beatty.
One out man at first. And the batter now, Brett Beatty. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Hey!
Let's go now, Phil. Go now.
Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Now a relay to third.
Say,
He's
he's in there.
Come on now. Figure it out.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Inside, ball one.
Runners at the corners, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Carrying well. And that one is gone. A 3-run homer, and they boost their lead. It's 8-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mets leadoff man. He's making a great impression with his teammates as he's been an RBI machine today.
He's not showing up at the door empty-handed. It's been a great introduction for him. Back in 2010, Starlin Castro drove in 6 runs in his major league debut. We're seeing something similar here today.
Flips the corner, and the count is 0-2. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder Juan Soto.
Check swing went around. That's strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That
That's
one
a
off
ball.
the mark. Now 1-2. On a line, and that is that. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now an 8-0 game. This is NL East baseball here on MLB The Show. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some
outside.
people with your breath. Man at second.
What do we got? The
Ball,
crab
that's
fries
upstairs.
in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
It's been
you
a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right.
Hey!
Fastball for a strike. A sliding stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And now it's Alec Bohm.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Right through there for a strike. One away with a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's in there. 0-2 now.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Struck him out without a swing. Picks up strikeout number 7. Boom. Wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now.
Come on, Phillies.
Let's go, Phillies!
Late swing, foul to the left.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2. Just off
that's a
the
ball.
outside part of the plate.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Ball.
Great job of
Down.
laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
2-2 now. Out to short. Lindor throws across
No,
the
he's
diamond.
out.
Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1, still 8-0.
Now pitching.
We're
for the
back,
Phillies,
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Jose Alvarado.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Let's go, Phillies.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Come on, Philly.
Just
Oh,
off
that's
the
in.
inside edge.
Let's go, Phillies.
Just missed. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. No challenges left for them now. And And that one fouled off. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Max Lazar appears to be getting loose. Bolin getting loose as well.
Let's go, Phillies!
The 1-0. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And a ball and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a drive. Does it have enough?
No,
and
foul
it's
ball.
A foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for New York, Carson Benj. Ball 1, no strikes. That one back up the middle and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco.
Hey.
The Mets up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Marsh on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies nothing. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Gabriel Rincones Jr. stands in for the Phillies. And
Off the
delivers
plate,
outside.
ball 1.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Strike 2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
One down.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher J.T. Realmuto.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
That one
That
to
ball's
first,
foul.
and that's a foul ball.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Ball one.
Real Muto at first, one gone. That one's in there. Now 1-2.
Ball two.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Now here's a flare off the bat. And base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Up next for the Phillies, designated
Back to the top of the lineup. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. And that
Ball
one's
one.
a little bit low. Ball one.
Here we go now, Phil.
2 on, 1 out. And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and two here. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. The 2-2 on the way. Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Hey.
Here's a high chopper. Beatty. They get the force.
You're up.
And that is the third out of the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. Jared Young
leading
up
off
now for the
the
Mets.
First baseman, Jared Young.
Let's go, Phillies! Yeah, way to go, Big Phil. All right, let's go, Phillies!
Come on, Phillies, let's go! That's right, Philly! That's right!
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Hey, you got this!
Ball inside.
Alvarado in his 9th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela. Swings through that one for strike 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Nè Tây.
And a 1-2 again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Ball.
Rồi.
Ball 2.
That one hammered center field. Going back into the shrubbery and gone. Bye-bye ball. A solo shot. And they add to their lead. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
One down. Now here is Francisco Alvarez.
Ball, that's upstairs.
The lefty, the 1-0. Just
Nope,
missed.
inside. Ball 2.
Let's go, Phillies. Come on.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a foul ball. The 2-1. And
That's
there's the
ball 3.
Three-two now.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jose Alvarado departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Max Lazar.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Ball, that's inside.
That
Nope,
misses
that's off
off
the
the
plate. Ball
outside
2.
edge.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's
That's
thrown,
outside.
good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Out to short. Turner gets it to first. And that is that. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 9-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies.
Harper.
Come on, Bryce.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Xavier Curry preparing to come on if needed. Senga also throwing. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. 0-2 now. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Let's see it, Philadelphia.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now we're talking.
Up next for the Phillies.
And here
third
comes
baseman,
Alec Boehm,
Alec
who's 0 for 2
Boehm.
with a pair of strikeouts.
Hey!
Come on, Alec.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run homer, and they cut into the deficit.
All one.
Two runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Just
Nope,
missed.
that's inside.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Up next for the Phillies, right fielder.
Runner on at first with one gone. Gabriel Rincones Jr. getting ready to hit.
Inside ball.
And the 1-0. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. The 1-1. Left field.
That
And
ball's
that
foul.
is a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Singy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's been pretty solid till now, so he may stick with this strategy.
Foul ball there. That clips the corner. And that just misses.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Here's a 1-2.
That's ball 2.
And that one is inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Stop. The runner at first with 2 gone. Struck him out swinging. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. But the Phils get 2 on this blast, and it's now a 9-2 ball game. Back here in Philadelphia, top of inning number 7, Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That's a ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Next for the Mets, third baseman, Bo Bichette.
Let's go, Phillies.
In the air, right field. Out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 9 and the Phillies 2. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the Mets,
Xavier
number
Curry
53,
takes over on the mound.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
He's 1 for 2 so far in his debut.
First big league game, check. First hit, check. First multi-hit game, that would be nice. We'll see.
He swings and fouls one off. Outside.
Nope, outside.
Ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Hey!
The Mets up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that
Ball
one upstairs,
upstairs.
ball 1. Ground ball left side.
Foul ball.
And it goes just foul. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
That one
Ball
almost
3.
got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Up the middle. Nice grab. Throw to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
Here's Trey Turner. Foul ball. The 0-1. And that's a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
What do you
Turner
got?
tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held up. Schwarber over at first with one away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Throws to second, not in time. He's safe.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Let's go, Bryce.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball.
Here we go, Bryce.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
Come on, Bryce.
That's
Three.
a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. One left for Philadelphia. They're down 7. It's 9-2.
Now pitching. for
Welcome
the
back, and a
Phillies,
new arm on the mound to
number
start the 8th.
52,
Jonathan Bolin. Carson Benj
Leading off
now at
for
the
the
plate.
Mets, right
He's
fielder
1 for 3,
Carson
picked up his
Benj.
first major league hit earlier.
Well, there's no time for him to be reflective right now, but you know he will be later on. The pressure's
That's
off
a
a little
ball.
bit with that first knock out of the way, though.
Aye.
Benj wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Here's a 2-0. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Ball 3.
And it's ball 3. In the air to left center. Marsh on the move to the alley. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter Jorge Polanco.
Aye.
Action in the pen down there. Chase Sugar, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. That one finds the zone. That is strike two. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one's
Ball, that pitch
upstairs,
is out.
ball one.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Curve in the dirt. Polanco hanging in there. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jared Young.
Two down, bases empty. So up next for New York, Jared Young. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And that is that. Mets go down quickly, but they still lead it 9-2. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh.
Fielder Brandon Marsh.
Ball.
That one fouled off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight
Up
strikeouts.
next for the Phillies, third baseman Alec Bohm.
One more. Let's go.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Phillies, second
This is
baseman,
Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Just
Nope.
missed.
Ball one.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
And they'll do it again.
Let's go, Phillies.
Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Here comes Bohm around third. He'll score easily, and it's 9-3.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
0 for 3 so far in his debut.
Yeah, great time to get that batting average off the runway here.
Ball, that's off the plate.
One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Man at second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. This ball's chopped on the ground. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher J.T.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Xavier Curry out of the game, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for the Mets,
A.J. Minter will take over here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Bounce to the right. Beatty to first. Out number 3. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 9 and the Phillies 3. Back here in Philadelphia. All set to start the 9th in this one. Brett Beatty digs in now.
Here we go, Jonathan.
And
Nope.
that misses.
That's inside.
And that's ball 1. Bolin, the tall righty, 240 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018. Next offering is fouled back. 1-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Come on, Phil.
Hey!
The 0-1.
That's out.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Hey!
Number 9 stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Ball,
He's great hitting the
inside.
ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
2 down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Way inside. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The big righty strikes out the side. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it 9-3. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and now for the Phillies, Justin Crawford.
Center fielder, Justin Crawford.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That one catches the zone, and it's 1-1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck, giving chase. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
Everything came together for him. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Outside, that's a ball.
Runner at third, nobody out. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
That's ball 2.
I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one is absolutely belted, carrying well, and it is gone. The 2-run shot, and they close the gap. It's 9-5.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Here comes the 0-1. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. His throw is not in time, an infield single. And they'll go back to check on the right-hander now. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Oh, that's out.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Ball.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
That one
No,
missed. Now
inside.
3-0. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the last half of inning number 9. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your bait.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Now pitching for the Mets.
So they turn to their closer, Devin Williams.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Here, bottom 9, and the home team trying to rally to at least tie it up. Right there for a strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he'll earn some points.
That's a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Bases juiced, no outs. In the air to left center, settles underneath it, brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Save, and now 9-6.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Hit on the ground to the right side, but that rolls foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Tying run at the plate. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
So it's their last chance in this one. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Gabriel Rincones Jr. Getting another chance at his debut here. He's 0 for 4.
Yeah, probably a little anxious to do something positive right here. You just can't try to do too much.
And now the Phillies down to their final strike.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. That's the ball game.
Certainly can't complain about a lack of action in this one. A high-scoring game. Purists might not love it, but pretty impressive showing at the plate from both sides.
9-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long